here in Leo, Indiana for sectional football action in round 1 of sectional number 20, I believe it is.
Sectional 20.
Leo Lions taking on the Logansport Berries. Coin toss you see on your screen there in the middle of the field is won by the Leo Lions. They're going to defer to the second half and receive the ball then. So you'll get a look at Ben Von Gutten, the Leo Lions kicker. Going to kick one deep to the Logansport Berries. Mike, how are we doing tonight?
We're doing great here. I'll run down the teams in sectional 20 here, Steve. We've got Leo, obviously. We've got Fort Wayne Southside, Fort Wayne Dwinger, Mississinawa, our Logansport Berries here, Marion, New Haven, and Fort Wayne Wayne. All those teams are in sectional 20. And obviously tonight is a win or go home situation here in sectional.
Yep, the regular season is but a glimpse of the past. If you don't get more points than your team tonight and every game moving forward, you don't get to play anymore.
Then it's you're looking for basketball season.
It's kind of how that works. Let's get a shot of BVG teeing it up for the Leo Lions. I'll put up the Subway scoreboard here in just a moment. Got a little bit of a late start in the production truck. The guys, Jim Schneider and the boys in the production truck.
Thank you to the Indianapolis Colts.
So just about set to kick off the action here. They put up a big 12 and a couple of zeros on the scoreboard clock in the first quarter. Ben Von Gutten to kick it off. And a couple of Logansport Berries back deep. This is number 24. 14 rather. He's going to take a ball at about the 6-yard line. Hit hard that time by Austin Rinker. So we talked about it again, and yet again we have another high and lofty kickoff from BVG.
Yeah, he's a weapon. We've talked about him week in and week out, Steve, and the kid can kick. He's just a sophomore, and he not only does he get distance, but he gets height on those kickoffs, so it gives your coverage team time to get down and make a play, and Leo normally does have good special teams coverage.
One thing they've been very successful with, and has contributed to a lot of the wins, is the field position that they put their opponents at to start with. Have a fake up the middle. It is a handoff.
Yeah, and I'm
Short
guessing
gain on that one.
Logansport will learn quickly that that's probably not going to work well because Leo's interior defense is usually pretty stout, and running is tough going in there. So we'll see if they continue to try to press the inside line of the Lions.
Yeah, I think that was Conrad on the short handoff. Coming out in a bunched form with twins out to the right. A couple of receivers are going to run the bubble screen. See how Leo reacts. They get a man blocked. And that was Brady Cripes on the reception. A nice job of setting up the little two-man game out there. Got a pick and took the Leo defender a little bit of time to get over there. Was able to make the tackle. So 3rd and short after a very short run, a fairly decent pickup on second down is going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a nice quick flare there to the right by Logansport, and they caught the edge there and caught Leo and almost picked up the first down.
Yeah, so from the 27, it's a quick handoff. It looks like he's got enough for the first down. We'll see where they spot it, just inside the 30.
Boy, it's going to be close. Yep, they did. They're going to move him, so they got a first down.
Yeah, line judge came in and gave him the old wave, and there it is.
So Logansport comes in, I believe, at 1-8 on the year, and the Leo Lions come in at 8-1. So
that is correct.
Just curious to see what kind of game we're going to have here. And there's our first yellow of the game.
So it looked like a little false start there, I believe.
I didn't see any offsides, so that's probably what the call is. False start is the call. It'll move Logansport back 5 yards.
Now, I have not seen a single play before this game of Logansport, and I will say that, when you have in an 0-for or a 1-for type of season, maybe a 1-8 or an 0-9 or what have you, which was actually my junior year and senior year, 0-9, 1-8. You see a lot of flags. You do.
You do, and you never know, but it could be inexperience. We're just looking at the roster for the first time, and that could be due a lot of penalties due to inexperience. Just several factors can cause flags, but to see a flag this early in the game for Logansport is probably not what they wanted to see. So they did pick up almost 5 on that on that first down play, making it 2nd and 10 now.
He got the penalty back there. So viewers will eventually see the Logansport Berries logo is, in fact, Felix the Cat. And the quarterback, that is number 5, Brady Kripe, is brought down in the backfield by a pride of Leo Lions. I think it was led by Lambright there. A huge play on 2nd and 10. That's going to cost him about 9 or so, or actually maybe 11 anyhow. 3rd and 21 from the 29-yard line in the opening drive here of sectional 20 action between the Leo Lions and the Logansport Berries.
Yeah, it looked like Logansport set up there for a deep pass play, so the quarterback took several steps for his drop, and the Lions were in the backfield instantly, so that play was going nowhere.
In a hurry. Kripe drops back. He's got a man somewhat deep. That one's picked off by Bo Carpenter. Bo Carpenter's got a man trying to make him miss. Nice job of reading it, and I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if the ball was tipped at the line or anything like that, Mike, but it came out kind of like Peyton Manning. It was a little wobbly, and Carpenter was there to make the play.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody get it. It just looked like it was a little bit of a duck, and that ball kind of floated. It hung up in the air, and Carpenter was able to pick it off. So, again, the quarterback there had time. Not a lot of pressure that time. Just took a 3-step drop and just kind of threw the ball up for grabs. And Carpenter was there to make a nice play on it.
This looks like Hensinger up the middle, making a man miss.
Tyler Hensinger.
Big old chunk of 12 yards. I think last week, I don't have the official number here. I can probably get it really quick. 120 some odd yards, if I'm not mistaken, for Hensinger. That, Mr. Walker, took him over 1,000 yards for the year. Big, huge congratulations to Tyler Hensinger as well as the offensive line of the Leo Lions for putting out a 1,000-yard rusher this season.
Yeah, and they've done the job all year. It doesn't matter who they've played. Really, Hensinger's been able to get his yards.
It's a fake to Hensinger this time. Rolls out to the right. He's got a nice catch, just keeping his foot in bounds. That was Lambright out in the flats.
So as you just heard Ryan Gause's name, QBing for the Lions, I did hear that Craig Kloffenstein, one of the better quarterbacks in the state of Indiana, who, again, a few weeks ago, if you hadn't heard, broke his clavicle against East Noble at East Noble.
That's a collarbone, if you don't know what that is.
And he was at practice this week throwing, just no contact.
Yep. They projected he'd be out 4 to 6 weeks, and he was right at that time frame.
From what I heard, the trainer said that everything was going best case scenario in his recovery. So things were coming along really well, and he looked good throwing the ball. They just weren't allowed to hit him, obviously, in practice.
13,
but as far as the 6 to 8 weeks, he's way closer to the 6-week recovery time, and that's a good thing for the Lions.
Right. Indeed. So
Lions with a 1st and goal on the 3.
And this is Lambright up the middle, untouched. He is in for the Leo touchdown.
Lambright with a 3-yard touchdown plunge.
So just a little bit of a delay to Lambright right up the middle, and there was nobody there. He was untouched for an easy touchdown. So, Steve, coming into this game, looking at the records, Logansport being 1-8, the Lions being 8-1, you kind of wonder what you're going to see out of Logansport, because teams at this time of year at sectional go 2 different ways that have records that aren't very good. Either the kids are going to come out and you maybe have a senior-laden team and they don't want to go home, and they're going to come out and really put up a fight, and they don't have anything to lose. They're going to pull all the stops and you can get a really good game out of them, or you can get a team that's kind of had enough. Maybe they've been beaten up a little bit on the year, and they're frustrated. And that defensive stand right there for Logansport maybe looked more like the latter to me, because and who knows? We'll see as the game goes on. But a lot of times during this time of the year, you got teams that have kind of had enough, and they may not come out and fight as hard as they normally would. So we'll see. Easy score there by the Lions. Not a lot of resistance offered by the Logansport defense.
Yeah, and I can attest to exactly what you're saying. And on the one side, again, 0-9 my junior year, 1-8 senior year.
It's not fun.
But we wound up winning sectionals my senior year.
And
we beat good old Bishop Bluers.
And I'm telling you, I've seen teams do that. They come out, the seniors don't want to go home, and there's nothing to lose. So you come out and you play hard, maybe run some trick plays, go for a lot of things on fourth down. So we'll see.
Got to play anyways.
Got to play it anyways.
BVG, another bomb down to the 5-yard line this time. Brought down again by Rinker. It looked like
Jamie Babcock on the return.
that was Wenglakowski got to him first there. Jamie Babcock, second time
Tackle by Leo
receiving the ball on the kickoff,
Yeah,
opening kick, and after the touchdown there. 7:41 left here in the first quarter, Mike.
Again, good hang time there by Ben Von Gunten, and the coverage team was right down there to make the play. So Logansport will start with the ball on their own 17 for their second drive of the night. They did pick up a first down on their first drive, which a lot of teams have not done against the Lions.
Brady Kripe on the quarterback keeper.
Quarterback Kripe kept the
Brought down
ball.
by Michael Lance of the Lions.
Looks like a gain of
Second down.
maybe about 2.5 yards there. So Kripe is a 6'1", 185-pound senior quarterback for Logansport. Facing a pretty stout defense here in the Lions.
Brady Kripe with the short gain.
Kripe once again keeps the ball, and it looks like maybe he got
By
a
Ty Castellan.
yard and a half there to make it 3rd and 6.
Taylor Garton.
Again, Logansport trying their luck up the middle with the quarterback keepers and not a lot of running room so far up the middle. The one play they did have some yardage on was that little flip to the outside, a little flare pass, quick pass to the outside where they did get the edge and had a 9-yard gain.
Sorry for my silence here, Walker and listeners. Not that that's the only thing you listen to. A pass tipped up in the air.
Kripe to the air.
A good job of defending there that time. Jason
near
Gauze,
pick.
Ryan's younger brother, got the tip, and Wenglakowski got turned around. He was out there in the flat, had a chance to pick it off.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
He didn't
Yeah,
see it.
he was
It
facing
fell
the
right
stands.
behind him. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
anyhow, I'm trying to get some things updated and whatnots and stuff. And
Well, once again, the guys in the production truck really not doing their jobs. They were sleeping a little bit. They hadn't had their Marco's Pizza.
yeah, and
So-
speaking of,
We do have some liners.
oh, that's a dead knuckleball punt there, taken by Gunnar Brown, number 5 for the
Gunnar
Leo
Brown
Lions.
on the return.
Return of nothing. I have no clue how that hit 0, like 0 rotation.
First and 10 for the Lions.
You can't throw a ball without rotation.
You can.
It's
You can pitch a baseball
A
and
football?
a football.
especially kicking it. How does that happen?
You've just seen it.
Nonetheless,
He's a knuckleball punter.
it's a knuckleball punter.
You not heard of that?
Yeah, well, I used to be a punter. Maybe I should have tried the knuckleball back.
Tell
in
you
the
what,
day.
that's probably not real fun to catch. Just like a knuckleball in baseball is not real fun to hit. There's a lot of movement on it, even though it doesn't rotate. There's Gauze back, and he throws a pass out. I couldn't get a number there.
There's a little bubble screen out there. That was Tyler Kilgus on the reception.
Pickup of about 6, so that's going to bring up close to 7 there.
22, Max Weatherwax.
And I'm sure my buddy Andy Carey, former receiver, my football team, is going to be happy to see that we will update and now present the Subway/University of St. Francis scoreboard, where it shows the Leo Lions here up in the early goings, 7-0 in the first quarter. A swing pass outside, screen pass rather. That's Bo Carpenter. Little dipsy-do. They say his knee was down.
Carpenter on the receiving end of Gauze's pass.
Nice job of bringing him down that time. Out in the flats, Justin Schrock
Number 13,
made the
Ryan
tackle.
Bullard brings up third down.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Logansport. Actually, Leo lost about a yard, maybe a yard and a half there on that play.
Goes out of shotgun. A huge block that time and a nice completion on the
Ryan
route there.
Gauze, Tyler
And that was Kilgus again. But I tell you what, the only thing that made that play successful, Mike, was a pickup block by a pickup block by Hensinger on a blitzing end.
Yeah, and a lot of times you don't see that. People are watching the ball, watching the flight of the ball, and the quarterback throws, and you don't see that a running back picks up a blitz, and if they don't do that, the play never happens. So gave Gauze enough time And a nice play over the middle for the first down. Gauze has thrown more here in this first quarter than he does in most games total.
Screen underneath, batted down and nearly intercepted that time. That was Jake Urban, a freshman, 6'3", 190. So he's getting some playing time.
Second down.
That is just about perfect. Trying to level out the camera there. Whoever set this stuff up was slacking.
Well, those guys in the truck came up here and set stuff up. Again, Marcos hadn't delivered to him yet.
Right.
And you know what you're going to get out of those guys when they haven't eaten. You're not going to get much of anything.
That's true.
And it's not an excuse. I don't buy it.
Gauze up the middle, decides not to pitch it. He's got a lot of room. He got him. A huge play, a phenomenal play that time. Way to go, Mr. Gauze. So you have a lot of Leo Lions holding their breath. They're already down one quarterback, and now you're seeing the other quarterback taking it 39 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah,
and
I'm not sure what the defensive call was there, but the Red Sea just parted, and it
did.
It was like Olay defense right there. There was not anyone within 10 yards of Gauze on that play.
And BVG adds the extra point.
Point after touchdown is good.
Go ahead and update the scoreboard to 14-0 in favor of the Leo Lions here in the first quarter. I'll read a couple of liners for us here, folks. Of course, we want to thank the University of St. Francis. They are known for quality academic options and dedicated professors. You'll discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. See for yourself what USF has to offer. Visit online at sf.edu. And, of course, Marco's Pizza, the culprit for the lack of production truck help. Located in the downtown metropolitan area of Leo, serves not only pizza, but wings, subs, breads, many other delicious items, chicken bites, or whatever your favorite is.
Chicken poppers.
Chicken poppers, there it is. Marcos also offers catering, carry-out, and delivery. You can dial 260-627-2227 or go online to marcospizza.com. Marcos Pizza in Leo, Indiana. And we're going to have Ben Von Gutten kick another one deep. And back again deep. Jamie Babcock, number 14, and it looks like 22 across the field. Max Weatherwax. That's not a typo.
And that is not a car cleaning product.
Right. Although that would be like a level.
Another high, deep kick by Von Gutten.
At the 6 this time. And brought down there by
Jamie Babcock on the return. Brought down
that wasn't that was Brendan Zeisloft.
Again, a really nice kick by
There is a flag.
Von Gutten. We have the flag down on the play. It's probably going to be some kind of a block in the back clip.
Now we have the Biddles walking in front of us. Down in front here.
A holding penalty against the Berries.
And
So the flag was on the Berries. Block in the back, I guess.
A hold they called on the Bears, so that's going to move them back 10 yards from the spot.
Either way, it's less than favorable for Logansport.
Yeah, so that's going to give Logansport a 1st and 10 on their 9. Not where they wanted to start from on their third possession of the game.
So a bunch formation. Again, Brady Kripe leading the drive here. It's a quick handoff, and that was going nowhere. So I think one of the things that may have contributed to the record that you see from Logansport is the size up front. It doesn't look like they have a lot of beef to block for your quarterback and for your running back, rather. Then you have to have that.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the roster here, Steve, as well. Again, we're not very familiar with Logansport, but not very senior laden. I'm seeing a lot of 10s and 11s. So we don't have a lot of seniors here or guys that have been in the weight room a little longer. So you're right. Along the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, you can see that there is a size differential in the favor of the Lions, and that's going to pose a problem here for Logansport.
Sure, and I mean they have a couple of big beefy guys. Ethan Crawford goes 5'9", 275. That's a big kid right there, big guy rather. A handful of guys that are in the 200-pound range. You got a freshman, Carter Lehman, number 69, 6 foot. 290 offensive and defensive line. So you could build a few plays around those guys, and that's out in the flats and intended for number 13, Ryan Bullard that time. And guarded by number 13, respectively, Michael Lance.
And if Mike Lance breaks on that ball just a fraction of a second earlier, he walks into the end zone. His eyes got big. He just wasn't able to make the cut.
Right. Indeed. Got to adjust for the Subway scoreboard there on the camera angle. And Mike Walker's back now, so the substitute camera guy.
Yeah, where did he go anyway?
Yeah. Here's a punt, and it's an anti-knuckleball. A nice spiral turned over. That's Ryan, or excuse me, it's Bo Carpenter taking it at the 45, trying to cut it up, looking for a blocker. He's got one. He's got some room. Here we go to the outside. A nice return that time by Carpenter after he was caught running back. The ball was on the 10-yard line out to the opposite 45. A pretty huge punt there, 45 yards in the air.
Yeah, it really was a nice punt. It took Carpenter by surprise. He had to drift back to make the catch, so he caught the ball running backwards but was able to make the cut up and made a break to the right side, cut out again, and there was some running room.
Right, and you got a little bit of a breeze heading behind the punter there, just a little bit.
Yep, we got an east breeze here.
And he was able to get it up in the air and have some spiral on it, and like I said, it turned over real well. What just happened?
We have a timeout, Logansport.
So I'm sorry. Did not Logansport just punt the ball and we returned it?
Logansport.
And then they just ran an offensive play? Am I messed up here?
No, we were lined up there for an offensive play.
Okay. I guess it
no.
It looked
wait a
different
second.
to me.
No, wait a second. They have
Is
the
there-
ball on the first down marker there.
Is there a glitch in the matrix?
The Leo Athletic Department wants to congratulate Eli Steiners. Eli won his
We'll know
first
momentarily
match
what's going on, because when you look at where the ball's set up,
Right,
on
and
the
the first
26
down to go is, and if you can pan left just a little bit, you can show the folks at home there.
and
There's your first down marker right there, folks. They're bunched up by where the line of scrimmage is. You see the ball on the 26.
and the Leo defense is out on the field after the punt and return. So did he fumble? And we didn't catch it? Apparently, there was a fumble.
Okay.
So Logansport maintains possession. The guys in the truck,
What
once
the
again,
heck?
completely asleep. We have them in our ear. All I hear is chomping. So there was a fumble on that return there at the end that we didn't catch.
There had to have been. Nonetheless,
So Logansport
14-0. Logansport's ball.
gets the ball back.
Conrad, the ball carrier.
After what turned out to be a 16-yard gain from where they punted from, down to the 26. A
Second down.
single yard there on the carry.
We will vow to
think that was
pay
Wilson.
closer attention from this point on.
Yeah. Wow.
Now,
Okay.
in our defense, the Leo Lions are the team is standing right where the play went out of bounds. So
Or
we
where
are
it was- yeah,
we
where it
are
was
blocked.
fumbled-
Yeah,
where it was fumbled from. So
we are
it's-
blocked. If you can see by the Lions there
Right.
on the sidelines,
Pass
but
was incomplete, intended for Bullard.
Anyhow, that was Brady Kripe on an incomplete pass. He sailed it long, and he got roughed up a little bit in the backfield. Pretty sure that
Yeah.
would get it up nonetheless.
once again, Logansport unable to convert the third down. So punter's back in,
Fourth down.
Carpenter back.
Got a message from Mr. Paul Newberg, Coach Paul Newberg, coach of the golf team.
Yeah, well, we got a pretty big announcement for any Leo fan listening here. We'll talk about that as soon as the pump plays over.
And that was number 13, booting it deep.
The pump
That time,
by
that was
Ryan
Bullard.
Bullard,
Giving Gunnar Brown a lot of room.
taken by Gunnar Brown.
He's got some room on the outside, and now they throw a flag. That's going to be a block in the back.
There was no fumble, Steve, on the play.
Officially, I can't confirm that.
But we do have a flag down, and
Brown
again, that's
tackled by
probably going to be a
number 88,
clip
Richard Profrock.
on the Lions. Normally that's the call. We'll see here in a second. But, yeah, anybody familiar with Coach Newberg and the Leo Golf Program knows Justin Huber,
Illegal block against the line.
who boy, it's
When did he graduate
it's
again?
escaping me when he graduated.
I'm sure Paul's going to text us
He
here
will
shortly.
So anyway, he agreed.
Maybe 09. 09 comes to mind, but I have no clue. But
That's probably about right. Maybe 10. I'm not sure. But anyway, Leo's best male golfer ever in school history. Had a lot of success here at Leo, went on, had a successful career in college, and now he's playing on the Latin Tour.
The PGA Latin America Tour.
And trying to work his way into earning his card to make the PGA Tour, obviously.
Yeah, he actually had his first win just within the last week or so, I believe.
Yeah, and again, Coach Newberg's listening, so he'll make all the corrections to what we're saying here, I'm sure. There's a pass by Gauze and out of bounds just. Out of the reach of the Lion receiver.
Gunnar Brown.
Brown was open.
Had the air on it, just a little bit too far outside.
Put it only where the Lions could make a play or the out-of-bounds line could make a play. But anyway, so Huber having a lot of success there on the Latin Tour, like you said. And because he's playing in Central and South America, all of his golf this past summer, Tiger Woods was supposed to play in the America's Cup, which
may have heard of that.
Which takes place in Mexico City, and Tiger Woods having surgery. If you've heard about Tiger Woods, he's had a lot of injuries lately, but he's had some surgery on his back, so he's unable to participate in the America's Cup there.
Yeah, and that was Hensinger off the left side. Picked up a few. Going to be third down and about 7 on the 34-yard line.
So because Huber has some experience there on these Central and South American courses here, I believe that's why he was selected to play and take Tiger Woods' place.
Yeah, he's teamed up with a guy you might have heard of, Matt Kuchar.
Matt Kuchar, who I'm not sure where he is on the money list, but he's up there. I mean, I think he's top 10, if I'm not mistaken, on the U.S. money list anyway. So so paired up with a great golfer, great guy, Matt Kuchar, and as of today, this was the second round. And they play with a partner, and how I believe they're playing this tournament. It's a little bit
best ball.
It's a best ball.
Well, this first round is,
and
second round is the best ball. So.
Right, and so both players play their own ball, but whoever has the best score on the hole, you take their score. That's how that's played. That's how Evan Reiki, who I talked to, who played golf here at Leo, and his Justin Huber, I think, was his best man at his wedding. I talked to him anyway, and that's how he described the opening rounds. But at this point in time, after the second day, Matt Kuchar and Justin Huber are in first place in the America's Cup. So congratulations to Justin.
Phenomenal effort, and a lot of hard work and dedication to get where he's at. This is only going to get him more exposure and
get him closer to getting that hallowed PGA Tour.
Sure. So confirmation, I was wrong, you were wrong.
2005.
Graduated 05.
So he's a little older than we thought, but that's okay.
Sure. Well, you give him a few years, 4 years of college or what have you, and then a few years, handful of years or what have you on the PGA Latin America Tour. So
back to the football game for a second anyway.
Nonetheless, congratulations, Justin. Well done, well played, and good luck the rest of the tournament. Hopefully bring it home for the United States of America. That
would be sweet, and again, just gaining unbelievable experience playing with someone like Matt Kuchar. And I believe Evan Reiki told me yesterday when I spoke to him that last night Huber and Kuchar ate dinner with Tiger Woods. He was down there for the event, even though he couldn't play.
Huh.
So that's some nice dinner company there.
Yeah, and why not just go to hang out in Mexico and watch golf and eat good food?
Watch golf, get paid to play golf, and
don't drink the water.
And eat good food.
Anyhow, that'll do it for the first quarter of action here from the jungle. I'm going to cue up a little bit of a commercial or something or other here.
Anyway, it's 14-0 Lions over the Logansport Berries in the first round of Sectional 20.
While I do that, we're going to hear a word from Mr. Mike Walker. And he hit the wrong button on my phone. These old people. One day we'll get them to work at these things here. There you go. Anyhow.
Using the flip phone that Steve just gave me. It was nice. New Holland Tri-County. Get the new Rustler utility vehicle at New Holland, which combines rugged construction and gritty performance with comfort. Numerous choices to choose from. Visit New Holland Tri-County on Highway 1 South in Bluffton for the Rustler utility vehicle.
Also want to thank the Fort Wayne the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. for putting on this broadcast as well. Oh, and that time, I'm not sure if we had it in the shot there. Kripe was rolling out to his left on a bootleg.
Pressure applied
And
by Leo's Wenglikowski.
yeah, he was met and brought down pretty hard by JT Wenglikowski there.
Third down.
I'm not sure if he's getting a play from the sidelines or if he's taking a breather. Probably both. As he jogs back on the field, you can see the top of the screen there, folks.
Jogging back a little bit gingerly, too, so he did take a shot. That brings up 3rd and 11 with the ball on Logansport's 33 with 11:54 to go here in the second quarter. The Lions up 14-0.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you're going to see a lot, and we have seen the past several years, or longer than that anyhow, but it's good form tackling by the Lions. When they hit you the right way, and they hit you hard because they had a lot of guys that are pretty beefy and can lay the wood. So.
And a lot of times more than just one defender hitting you at once as well. So they do team tackle.
They come at you in prides.
So that's going to bring out the punting unit once again for Logansport after their 5th possession. Only 1 first down gained by Logansport on the evening.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's going to be Ryan Bullard punting into the wind this time. So we'll see what they can do with that.
The punt by Ryan Bullard is away.
A little bit off the side of his foot, and that's going to be taken. Kind of a dangerous way to take the ball there. Bonner caught it in the air and on the run towards it and had a couple guys right in his face and brought down about the 41-yard line where Leo's going to take over 1st down and 10.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a dangerous play, but Leo has had some success here so far on punt return. So, you get a little confident when you're not getting smacked on those punt returns, and even if there's just a little bit of a gap, you may take that chance, and he did there, and he was okay.
Bonner in the slot in motion. It's a jet sweep to the right. This is what the Leo Lions have done very effectively, and this is exactly why. He is gone. Trenton Bonner, that's going to be 59 yards on the jet sweep right. Bring it back to the left and take it to the house.
9-yard run.
And again, Steve, if you notice, not a lot of resistance. Once Bonner got the edge, he was able to cut back, and he was untouched the entire play. No one was even near him. So pretty easy run, even though it was a far run for Trenton Bonner there.
Well, and that's what we've seen so far tonight. Leo's been able to get the defenders spread out and in space. And when you have speed on the team, like we saw with Ryan Gauze earlier from 40-some-odd yards, 35 yards, we saw some Hensinger action going back and forth. And, of course, the fastest kid probably in Indiana, Trenton Bonner, got to the edge on the jet sweep, past the first level, and was able to cut it back left, and he's gone.
And he's gone. Yep. And Logansport, hasn't seen Trenton Bonner up close and personal, so they just did.
Well, they kind of saw the back of him, but
when he turns the jets on, you're just not going to catch him.
Yeah, so great run there by Bonner.
And just a sophomore, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And nicely executed by Leo. And I think we have a pretty good inclination as to who's going to be doing a majority of the carries next year and probably the year after that for the Leo Lions. It's probably going to be Bonner, as Hensinger is going to graduate this year. So,
and like the Lions have done in the past, they just reload. There's no rebuilding here. For the Lions, Cub, we talked about their Cub football program.
It's pre-building. There's no rebuilding. It's pre-building.
Absolutely,
so that's what the MO is for Leo, and has been for a decade or more. So,
we've got
moving on.
21-0 Lion lead here with 11:30 to go in the second quarter. A lot of time left.
Yeah, BVG behind his back.
Great kick.
And that was into the end zone. And in high school football, if any kick, whether it's a punt or a kickoff, touches the line or the ball player does with the ball in his hand, the goal line that is, that's a touchback. So
touchback, ball is dead, brought out to the 20.
Yep. This could possibly be the best field position they've had so far.
Because he kicked it too deep.
Well, yeah.
Way to go. I
don't want to rag on him or anything. If he shortened it up, they've been getting about 5 to 6 yards, if
just
that.
Because the Lions' coverage has been so good, yeah. Right.
But with BVG, with the wind at his back, that's Ben Von Gutten. And that time, a hard run there. Number 7 for the Berries. That's Jacob Conrad, 5'8", 180-pound senior. Hopefully not for him playing in his last game, as they hopefully he'll want to move on in the sectionals. At this point, it looks like a tough pill to swallow. Or tough mountain to climb. Pick your analogy.
Tough
Walker.
road to hoe.
Road to hoe.
You've never heard road to hoe? You've never heard that expression.
No,
You're too.
I think like hoeing gardens and stuff.
You're too old.
Unless that takes a totally different meaning. But anyways,
Well,
that's Conrad again. First down.
you've heard it now.
We're going to segue away from that analogy. And I want to take a brief moment to thank TW Fable, located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. Features a fine dining experience Tuesday through Saturday. Apparently they don't like Sundays and Mondays. If you're looking for a great lunch, visit the 250 Grill. That's TW Fable at Timber Ridge Golf Course in Bluffton.
Hunter DeHaven, the receiver.
Looked like a
Little flare pass out there to DeHaven to the right, and no room at all.
Michael Lance.
And it looks like there was a loss of near 5 on the play.
Yeah, Lance was there to make the stop. Also want to thank Grable Insurance. Their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. Grable Insurance on Pony Express Run, rather. Inside the Mercantile Office Park in the greater metropolitan area of Leo.
That commercial was a tough road to hoe for you there, Steve.
Oh, I tell you what. Or a tough hoe to road. Either way, back to the action. That is Conrad again. Jacob Conrad. Off the right side. Got it past the original line of scrimmage, or maybe just about.
By Jaden Elwood.
Brings up 3rd and 11 here, so we'll see if Logansport is able to pick up their second first down of the night. But it's going to be tough for them here with 11 yards, 9:26 to go here in the second quarter. The Lions with a dominating 21-0 lead, and Logansport is going to take a timeout.
And with them, we'll take a timeout as well, folks. Be right back on AllenCountyVoice.com.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
All right, thank you, Grable Insurance and Fort Wayne YMCA. Screen pass outside. He skipped it to him. That looked like it was actually behind the line of scrimmage.
Intended for Jamie Babcock.
And the referees
And the referee waved it
just
off incomplete.
blew it
So,
dead.
hey.
But from our vantage point, it was tough to tell, but it did look like that ball was behind the quarterback,
and he skipped it to him. So.
which keeps it live. But the referee did blow it dead. We'll
move on with life here as we have Ryan Bullard. It's going to be his 5th or 6th punt, maybe. I'm not sure.
I think it's his 5th punt, maybe 6th, yeah.
This is Ryan
Dropped it
Bullard
down
in punt formation.
nice and high. That's going to take a bounce and grabbed early by Hunter DeHaven there. Hunter DeHaven's going to be back next year. He's 6'4", 180. He might be 6'6" next year. Who knows? A junior has a wide-out receiver there.
Like
on
to
the punt
say
coverage.
at this time, good luck to the Lady Lions soccer team. They won regional. I don't know if you saw that. They won on penalty kicks. Very exciting game.
Oh, I did not.
And so they play tomorrow for semi-state at 12 o'clock at St. Joe High School. So good luck to the Lady Lions and Coach Jenkins on an outstanding season. And they play Penn. Uh-oh.
This is Lambright.
Uh-oh.
He's got somebody to beat. He's got him beat to the outside. He's going to drag a few people with him usually. Almost made it after he got out of the ruckus that was there. A huge run again for the Lions.
Yeah, once I saw Joe get the ball and he had some space, I knew that was trouble because once he gets up ahead of steam, he's tough to bring down, and especially for a defense that lacks a little bit of size.
Yeah.
And he did. He just trucked a couple of defenders there, carried a couple more, and was just tripped up before he got to the end zone.
Yeah. A gain of 59? I believe it was. Close to that. Here's Lambright again to finish off. Oh my lid! And he finished it off in style.
Oh.
He lowered the boom on Jamie Babcock, number 14. And to be honest with you, he could have made a move either way, but the quickest way to get to the end zone is running north and south, and that's exactly what Lambright did. Wow. And you heard the boom and the oohs and ahs here in the stands, folks.
Yeah, the whole crowd here really let go a gasp as Lambright trucked that defender.
So BVG on for the extra point. Von Gutten. It looks like Leo wants to play with a total of 11 players. Maybe not just 10.
Or 10.
Whatever.
Or 11. Coach McKenzie not happy with his special teamer who did not know he needed to be out on the field.
Yeah, that's just, you don't need those types of errors. I mean, I get Leo's up now by a score of 28-0, but
it's really a dress rehearsal for the next round, tonight.
And looking at the stats and the bracket that Leo is in for the first two games, on paper they should get through to the sectional championship, but again, that's why they play the game. But again, the errors and the lapses that you had there, I believe that was number 60, John Heath, with, not sure if he was supposed to be out there or not. You don't want to see those ever, and especially in the sectional tournament time when it's win or go home.
Yeah, exactly. And those are things that they happen in a game where you're blowing the other team out. That's a good time for them to happen. You can make some corrections in the film room and make sure that in a game that counts, those things aren't going to happen. No flag was thrown here. They had time to get Heath on the field, so no harm, no foul.
Sure.
And Von Gutten was good with the extra point, making it 28-0. Lions with 8:53 to go here in the second quarter. This may be, Steve, a record for Coach Souter starting to sub, because I know Coach, and he really dislikes running scores up, and I don't care if it's sectional or what. I know he's not going to want to run the score up too much more here on Logansport, so it's not going to be long before we start seeing Leo's number twos into this game.
Yep, and that was Babcock again, number 14, doing the returning for the Berries.
And, you're walking a fine line because you obviously want your number ones to play because you want to keep them hot, and you want to keep them into the flow and into the rhythm for next week.
Sure.
Yet again, why get a guy hurt if you don't need to? Because this game, for all intents and purposes, with the 28-0 Lion lead is all but over. And you just don't want to get a guy dinged if you don't have to. So I look for Coach to start subbing here late in the second quarter, definitely early in the third.
Sure. And after the kickoff in the second consecutive touchback for the Berries by BVG, Ben Von Gutten. It's a nice run there again off the left side. Conrad, he's a stocky, stout little, dare I say little, but he's 5'8", not the tallest guy, but a stocky and stout runner, and he's been able to get some decent yardage so far. About the shining bright spot for the Berries thus far.
Yeah, we're trying to find some shining spots, and again, this is their sixth, maybe seventh possession on the evening, and they've just collected one first down on the night, so it's been tough going so far in the first half. At
the 23-yard line, it's Bullard in motion, and they're going to give it. Guess that was Conrad again. Hard to tell. Presumably that was Conrad again. And it was.
And Logansport just not able to find many cracks in that Lion defense, and so there's a lot of frustration mounting for Logansport, who really are struggling to even gain a yard.
It's 3rd and 8 on the 22-yard line. 7:47. The Jumbo Jet left in the second quarter. A huge jump up in the air by Bo Carpenter. Came down real hard on his left hip.
Brady Cripe's pass intended for number 21.
It was nearly a phenomenal one-handed catch.
Broken up by Carpenter.
He's going to take a breather. And so will the majority of the defense. This is going to be the speedster Bonner, number 12, Trenton Bonner, back deep for the Lions, along with Gunnar Brown. They're splitting the field half and half, each one on about the hash. Now we have Bonner come back in the middle. And a dead knuckleball again. It takes a pretty decent bounce. Bonner looked like he was going to take that one, tried to do something with it, but he lets it roll. And good idea to do so.
Yeah, it's a safe play, and
Punt down at the 36-yard
the
line.
Lions
Down to
will
the 36.
take over on their own 36 with 7:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Another 42-yard punt that time into the wind. Those dead knuckleballs, I tell you what, that took a really favorable Barry bounce.
And that may be why he chose not to field that. It may have been a tough-looking or a tricky punt to field, and so he just let it go.
Indeed.
Again, good luck to Eli Steiner, who won his quarterfinal for the Leo Lions at the state tournament tennis match. He won against Park Tudor today, and for the individual championship, he plays his semifinal match tomorrow at 10 a.m.
So a couple wins, and this is Bonner again, gets through the first level and brought down from behind by Braden Wilson.
Leo's team competed at state in the tennis finals last week, and they won their first round there, and then they came in and played Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and I know they got beat that second round.
I think it was Park Tudor, if I'm not mistaken, on the team side. I know, like you mentioned, Eli's been walking through competition. So
correct. So
good luck, Mr. Steiner, a dear friend of Leo, his father, Mike Steiner. Does a lot of good for the community, and that's a tackle from behind, a fumble, and it looks like Logansport is going to come up with the ball.
So that's the second miscue by the Lions there, fumble-wise. They had a fumble on a return punt, and then fumble there by Gauze. And it looked like they were setting up a pass play. I couldn't tell if he was going to drop back because the pressure came right up the middle, unblocked. So it forced Gauze to the right. And so as he started to escape the pocket, the Logansport tackler knocked the ball out of his hand and was able to recover that fumble. So there's a play you don't like to see if you're for the Lions looking into possibly next week's game.
As of right now, they're going for it all. And that's going to be Bo Carpenter. He didn't bobble at that time. Excuse me, Gunnar Brown.
Gunnar Brown with the pick right after the Leo fumble, so the Lions get the possession back on the first play from scrimmage there for Logansport on the pass.
And that interception by Gunnar Brown was brought to you by Indiana Physical Therapy. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit IndianaPT.com. That's INDIANAPT.com. So the Lions are going to take over inside the 5 on the 4-yard line. A quick hitter up to Lambright, and a quick hitter turned into a quick hit. He was brought down by Jacob Plump.
Austin Rinker was the ball carrier.
I take that back. That was Mr. Rinker. Couldn't see the number. Austin Rinker, another hard runner. I mean, you got Joe Lambright, 6'2", 215. Austin Rinker, 6'2", 225. Both of those guys can get the ball, and they don't run to the outside a whole lot.
No.
Like, if you're in their way, you're going to become a part of their
they
path.
They look for contact. They enjoy contact. I think they dream about contact. So these guys like to run the ball, and they like to find somebody to hit.
This is Bonner again, looking to make some guys miss. Big run that time out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on the play.
Really a nice
by number 14, Jamie Babcock.
Nice tackle there by Babcock, because if Babcock doesn't grab Bonner's feet there, he's gone.
Yeah, Babcock's had quite a bit of action this game. He plays a pretty integral role so far on the Logansport Barry offense and obviously defense. The return man, he was on the defense. The last touchdown we saw, he unfortunately took the blunt end of a Lambright touchdown.
A Lambright snowplow. Uh-oh.
Here's Bonner again, looking to make a man miss, and he does.
Trenton Bonner across midfield.
It's a second consecutive 21-yard gain for
and
Mr. Bonner.
Guess
out
who
to
tackled
the
him?
49-yard line.
Number 14, Jamie Babcock.
Yeah, as I hear KJ announce, Jamie Babcock.
Again, a touchdown-saving tackle. If he doesn't make the tackle, Bonner's gone.
Right. Indeed.
So there is a bright light there for Logansport. You do have a guy playing there for Logansport. I believe is he their safety? I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a safety quarterback.
There's a
corner
little
and
snap
DB.
back. I apologize.
And that time it was a little quick slant to Stanton Haney and had it in his hand and started running before he secured it. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, and here's what I like about the play calling by the Lions. Logansport obviously struggles here defensively, and so that's giving Gauze a few more opportunities to throw the ball. He's got a little more time. Even though he's a senior, as far as throwing the ball in a live game, he just doesn't have that much experience because Leo's a run heavy oriented team.
Right.
So it's nice to give him a
Here's
few more
another
looks.
run to Bonner on the edge. Cuts it up. He's got a man to beat. Breaks inside of him, and he is gone for 49 yards and a touchdown. Trenton Bonner again.
Trenton Bonner with a 51-yard run.
It's actually 49. KJ just called 51. I think he had the wrong 49. Maybe I do. Who knows? 49, 51. It's 6 feet difference. Either way, it's a huge run for Mr. Bonner, number 12.
A nice little juke move there at the end of that run, too, Steve. He put the defender who just completely whiffed on the tackle. But I'm telling you, when a guy's got that kind of speed and then he's able to put a little juke move on you, your ankles are liable to break, and they did there on the Logansport defender. And Bonner put a nifty little move, a little shake, and again, untouched into the end zone, making it 35-0 with 5:04 here in the second quarter. Lions with a huge lead.
So just to highlight what they decided to do with that one, aside from they started the ball at the 4-yard line. They had a 5-yard run by Austin Rinker. They had consecutive 21-yard runs by Bonner, and then he finishes it off with another 49. So 91 total yards of rushing and the touchdown for Bonner just on that drive and in those 3 plays alone. So the Lions go 4 plays, 96 yards. I don't have the official time, but it was less than 3 minutes because we're at the 5:04 mark here in the second quarter from the jungle in Leo, Indiana.
And do you know, Steve, is Dr. Kaler, the stat doctor, here this evening?
He is out, but we do have someone in his place. Dane Cruz and Lee Houts are on it. I should, hopefully, be getting the halftime stats.
Which are not going to be
not
going to be pretty in Logansport's opinion. I'm guessing they're not going to want to see those halftime stats.
Yeah, well, that is true. And I forgot I negated the BVG extra point on the Subway St. Francis scoreboard. There we are, 35-0. And BVG puts a little bit of air on this one. I think he's going to bring it out. And it's caught about the 4-yard line. Guess who? And he is brought in. Of course, that was Babcock. Jamie Babcock. And he's only going to get better. He's a sophomore. He's at a 5'8" and 135 pounds.
First down, Barry.
So 5'8", $135. He'll probably put some weight on and get a little bit of height, hopefully, there in the next couple of years for them.
Coach Newberg with a text here. He was very impressed there by Bonner's 91 yards of total offense there on that drive. Basically a 4-play Trenton Bonner 91-yard drive.
And I know that's exactly what it was because he didn't correct my math.
Yeah.
So, him being an algebra teacher.
Oh, there's a breakaway.
Speaking of going yard, he might have a fumble here. Oh, he did! He stripped it out! Bo Carpenter from behind, and they're going to give it to him. They're going to say he was down.
Wow. He was not down. The knee wasn't down. It was a pure strip. Great play by Bo from behind Carpenter.
Bo Carpenter. You talk about somebody catching. Dustin Wilson, 5'7", $160. He was going to the house and caught from behind by Bo Carpenter. And I hate to say I call it, but you could tell that's the only thing he was going to try and do is just strip it. That's the first thing you try to do when you're catching up with somebody, and you do catch them.
Yeah, no, and it was a great play. He saw that ball out there on the right side of the runner of Wilson there, and he swatted the arm down. Ball came out. Leo recovered, but the referee said he was down.
Down by contact. So it's a keeper this time. Looked like Brady Kripe is going to have the option to pitch it off there to Conrad, So decided to keep it, got some positive yards. Up to the 15-yard. Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you can watch that play 50 times and you can see that his knee wasn't down 50 times. But nonetheless, first down. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. 35-0 in favor of the Lions over the Berries. currently. Handoff up again to Conrad. And he gets a little bit of chunky yards, flirting with a first down to about the 11. It's going to bring up third and a short one for Logansport.
Well, the guys in the production truck, Steve, they've been watching that replay several times, and
right,
and they do.
We can't tell you what they're saying because they're a little less than polite as far as the
they do
colorful language, if you will.
They do confirm though that looked like a good strip and recover by the Lions.
Yeah, so.
But we'll let that go.
As we have, looks like Max Minnick on the sideline warming up for Leo. So you said possibly late second quarter.
Jacob Conrad.
Well, it's late second quarter, Mike, and I think if Leo gets the ball back here,
you're going to see some number twos into the game.
See some Max Minnick and possibly some AJ Restivo, number 22, the 5'11", 195 freshman. A lot of people are liking the way he looks. I like the way he looked in the couple of games that we covered where he came in on some junk time. And the Leo Lions get the ball back. So, hey, I hate to call foreshadowing, but a nice job of stripping. Maybe that was just a bobble. Maybe that was just a bobble.
It looked like there was a strip there.
Lance covered it up.
I know Lance came up with the ball. Good job of being a heads up
First down line.
or having a heads up play there, being in the right place at the right time.
Coach Newberg.
And it is, as you called, late in the second quarter, 2:55. Leo takes over on the turnover on down, so some people might say that's karma with the fumble after the Bo Carpenter strip after he chased him down from about 50 yards.
Coach Newberg sending a couple of scores in. Dwinger right now over Wayne, 14-0 in the second quarter there. And we have a score.
Belmont leading someone.
28-0. Belmont's leading. Yeah, we have a question mark.
I'll get that real quick.
I think Coach Newberg was impressed by that Trenton Bonner 91-yard Trenton Bonner 4-play drive because I think that reminded him of himself back in the days when he played.
Yeah.
With the quicks that Newberg displayed on the football field here at Leo. I think that's really what he was kind of trying to get me to say is give him some kind of a backhanded compliment on his athletic ability on the football field.
Belmont. Where do they
Jack
go?
Kirsten, the ball carrier.
So now we have Minnick and Kirsten. Kirsten also a sophomore. So we have a lot of talent Leo has at the running back position that are sophomores. So you have Trenton Bonner. Obviously, we've all seen what he can do from the opening game at South Bend Riley when he took the last kickoff of the game, 88 yards, 89 yards, and a few more couple more touchdown returns, and just lengthy touchdowns to boot. So we know what Trenton Bonner can do. Now we have number 8, Jack Kirsten, in there for Leo, and he's going to take the pitch to the outside, cuts it up.
Jack Kirsten.
Runs over a defender. That was number 22, brought him down that time, Max Weatherwax.
With the flag down in the backfield. It looks like it's going to be holding where that flag came
Kirsten
down.
Brought down by Max
And
Weatherwax.
it is holding, so that's going to move
There is a flag.
the Lions back 10 yards and remain first down.
Yeah, so again, just to highlight the 2018 class, as it were, of running backs, Trenton Bonner, Jack Kirsten. Again, we've liked what we've seen out of him so far, as well as I just lost it. Where'd it go? Just lost it. Anyways, Dominic Blake.
So
And he's a solid runner as well. So, I'm
a
pretty
host
sure,
of talented sophomore running backs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know who's going to be the starter next year, and the year after is likely going to be Trenton Bonner. And then you'll have some split time between Blake and Mr. Kirsten. Max Minnick also the sophomore. So again, we don't talk about regrouping, we talk about pre-grouping.
Yep.
Which is a stupid word I just made up, but it makes sense. You kind of pre-group things together.
For most normal human beings, we'll say reload, and they'll understand that.
Right, Austin Rinker up the gut.
Number 21 on
Chunky yards. We like those chunky yards. So,
A 35-0 Leo Lion lead with 41 seconds and counting here in the second quarter, opening game of Sectional 20. The Lions dominating the Logansport Berries so far this evening. Looks like they will get one more playoff before the halftime break. And they are just going to take a knee. Once again, I know Coach Souder, I know his mentality. And he just doesn't need to gain more yards. He doesn't need to get more points.
Yeah, the second string in there now.
Damage is done.
Let's go to halftime and have some words from our sponsors. 35-0 is the score at the half officially right now, as you hear the whistle from Leo Lions Stadium / the Jungle here in Leo. Leo 35. Logansport Berries 0. AllenCountyVoice.com. Mike Walker along with Steve Roberts. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. You know that Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo offers delicious pizza. But did you also know they have wings, subs, bread, and many other items that are also delicious? And did you know you could order online at marcospizza.com? And did you know they have catering to help out with that party, meeting, or any event? And did you know they have carry-out and delivery? Well, now you know. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo has pizza and so much more. You can get carry-out, delivery, catering, and order online, or call them at 627-2227. That's 627-2227. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you are looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park, directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House, and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
You know that Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo offers delicious pizza. But did you also know they have wings, subs, bread, and many other items that are also delicious? And did you know you could order online at marcospizza.com? And did you know they have catering to help out with that party, meeting, or any event? And did you know they have carry-out and delivery? Well, now you know. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo has pizza and so much more. You can get carry-out, delivery, catering, and order online, or call them at 627-2227. That's 627-2227. Marco's Pizza in downtown Leo.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you are looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park, directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House, and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
All right, we're back out here at Lions Field where Leo takes a 35-0 halftime lead in Sectional 20, first round here in Sectional 20 over the Logansport Berries. Right now, the Roar of the Lions, led by Dr. Bob Myers, are on the field, so we'll take a quick listen to them. I don't believe we have stats. If we do, Steve has them, but he's down at the production truck, I think, maybe trying to iron some bugs out there that they've had. So as soon as he gets back, we'll see if we can read some stats. But for now, we'll just listen to the Roar of the Lions.
the Lions. In performance tomorrow at Northrop High School. 1 week from tomorrow on October 31st, the semi-state competition at Decatur Central.
Semi-state competition
Finals are November
for the
7th.
Roar of the Lions, who have qualified through sectional and regional, and they've made it to semi-state. They will compete October 31st. So good luck to them. Let's talk a little bit about the sectional 20 pairings here. Tonight we've got Marion, I believe, at Fort Wayne Southside. Marion 0-8 on the year, Southside 1-7. I'm going to do a little prognostication there, Steve, and I'm going to say Fort Wayne Southside, who I believe plays in a tougher conference, is going to come out on top in that pairing. We've got Logansport here at Leo. I think we know who's going to win that one. Tonight we also have Dwenger at Wayne. Dwenger 7-1 on the season. Wayne at 0-8. I'm going to pick Dwenger in that game. And then we've got New Haven at Mississinawa, both 5-3 teams. And you know what? I'm going to go with New Haven just because we've seen them play. They're in our conference and we're biased. So then that would give us a pairing of Fort Wayne South next week in Leo. I'm going to pick Leo there. We would have Dwenger and New Haven next week. I'm going to pick Dwenger. And that's going to make it a Leo Dwenger face-off for the sectional championship. So we'll see how my guesses go leading up to through the next couple of weeks. But so far, a good start by the Lions tonight. We do know Dwenger was in the lead in their game, and we know Belmont was clubbing somebody, even though they're not in our sectional. Those are the only scores we've had so far on the evening. So again, a host of advertisements were read during the halftime ceremony. So, folks, be sure when you go into one of the places that do sponsor The Voice to be sure and tell them that you heard about their establishment on The Voice and that you do appreciate their sponsorship. That is the way that you are able to hear our broadcast weekly on Allen County Voice. So be sure to let them know, and I know they will appreciate that as well and know that their advertising dollars are going to good use. So be sure to give them a shout out, give The Voice a shout out as well, and we thank you for doing that.
Is this thing on? Hey,
it is on, and like I said, Steve
got
went
some
down
halftime statistics.
Went down to the truck, worked some bugs out with those guys, got some stats. So
might have got a bag of popcorn, which you're fully able to have.
Thank you.
Let's bring up some halftime stats real briefly as we got about 35 seconds left. It's pretty much, they are who we thought they were, comes to mind. Anyhow, 35-0 in favor of the Lions. Passing yards, 19-2 in favor of Leo. 302. That's not a typo. That's a first-half statistic. 302 yards rushing as compared to 96 yards. And a majority of that was on the one. We won't talk about it. Should have been a fumble. It wasn't. Nonetheless, 4 first downs, as we see down there in the bottom corner for the Berries, and 10 first downs for Leo. 3 turnovers for the Lions, and 2, respectively. Excuse me, I got that flipped. It was 2 turnovers for Leo, and let's make that 3. And this one, too. So, nonetheless, a pretty lopsided first half of action here. And let's talk about how much passing we did. 4 for 8 was Gauze, 19 yards. Brady Kripe was 3 for 12 for a total of 2 yards and 2 interceptions. So, a good job by Leo. And another one that was easily in the hands of Bo Carpenter. He had to go sky high for it, and he did. Came down rough and wasn't able to hang on to the ball. Dustin Wilson, number 2, he had 2 carries for 63 yards. The one was that huge, probably 63-yarder that he had there late in the second quarter. So let's take a look at the Leo starters and backups and rushing leaders and whatnot. Trenton Bonner, 5 carries, 154 yards.
Wow.
We talked about 91 yards on the drive. He had
the Trenton Bonner drive,
60 some odd more than that. So 154 yards on 5 carries. Lambrights had 3 carries for 60 yards and a punishing touchdown there to make it 28-0 at the time. Ryan Gauze, 2 for 39. One of those being a long touchdown run on an option where he decided to keep it, cut it up the middle, and nothing but daylight, even at night.
A lot of daylight,
which is hard to do. Hensinger had 3 for 20. Austin Rinker, a few hard yards there, 3 for 16. Jack Kirsten, again, the backup, which we'll likely see a lot of Jack in the second half, as well as Dominic Blake, or Balak. Okay? So, what do you say?
Well,
minute 14 left before we kick this thing off. We have to fill a minute 14.
Yeah, I say we're done with seeing many, if any, of Leo's number ones. And so, in a way, you're going to protect them from injury, which is a good thing. Although, you got to be a little bit careful, like I talked about earlier. You want to keep these guys in the groove and keeping momentum and keeping game speed, because you certainly want to be prepared for next week, although you're thinking next week's game is going to be very similar to this for the Lions.
Absolutely. So with that, we'll take another quick break and hear from the YMCA back after this.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
All right, back after that brief message there. And that is not an error on myself or the production truck. That's Felix the Cat, who happens to be the Logansport Berries mascot / logo. So
that's kind of cool.
What do you do?
At least it's not Hello Kitty.
Right. So we'll get that one off of there. Bring this one back here as the Subway scoreboard, also brought to you by St. Francis, now is going to read that we're starting the third quarter here on the kickoff from Logansport. This is going to be number 9, Cody Hopper. Check the Hopper. Got the wind at his back. It's an onside. So the Indianapolis, and they fumbled the ball, and it looks like Logansport is going to have it. And they do.
With the onside kick.
So the New Orleans Saints aren't the only ones to onside an opening second half kickoff. And both times it was successful. So
I thought I did see Coach Sean Payton over there on the sidelines making that call for the Logansport Berries. So, a good way to start the half. If you're Logansport, you come out with down 35-0, and you got to kick off to the Lions, who have not been stopped yet so far this evening. So you say to yourself, hey, how can we stop them? Well, let's try an onside kick. They did, and they were successful.
And Bob's your uncle. So the bunch set, Twins to the left. It's a quick hitter to Conrad again. He makes a man miss. Got a couple guys trailing on his tails, and he takes the first down. So a breath of life for the Berries here. And all 31 of their fans that came to Leo with them they were ecstatic. So get a crowd shot there. That's the lot. So there we go. And to be perfectly honest with you, that's not traveling too bad,
That's a long poke down to Logansport from here.
It's a long ride down Highway 24.
Kind of is an odd sectional pairing, but that's how they drew it up. So,
indeed,
yeah, it's not a short drive by any means.
That was Bullard on the carry.
So again, you're going to hear a bunch of names defensively for the Lions that aren't familiar as far as their starters, but that's the way it's going to be the rest of this game. So you're thinking Logansport is, Steve, going to have a little more success here against Leo's number 2s and 3s?
For their sake, you would hope so.
There was Jahan Allen's name, so he's still a number 1, trying to clog up the middle of the line there.
Sure.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 on the Lion 27 for the Logansport Berries, down 35-0 with 10:43 to go here in the third.
It's a fake to Conrad. He decides to keep it that time. And Kripe is going to be brought down. I'm going to say Wing Lukowski.
Looks to be about a yard short, maybe a yard and a half, but they're going to go for it here after that onside kick.
Yeah, and Michael Lance on the stop as well.
So 4th and 1, maybe closer to 4th and 1.5. So we'll see if Logansport's able to pick up the first down and keep the momentum here early in the third quarter.
Going the bunch set to the right. They got a man in the slot. It is a quick handoff, and it's Conrad. He has enough for the first down. So, hey, get yourself an onside. Get yourself a first down.
by Ty Castanon.
If you're the Lions, you might be a little ticked, a little chippy about this decision, and the way you're playing so far. Because they obviously had stopped them on third and long to make it a fourth and short, but they gave up the first down. A 2 men out wide right, and that's a pitch again. This is number 17, Tate Gaby.
Tate Gaby with the first down.
And that's enough, another first down. So a pretty big run over the right side for Logansport. Berries.
That's going to put Logansport on the Lions' 6-yard line. So I like the attitude coming out with the onside kick and
sure.
in the first few good running plays.
First and goal from the 6.
Conrad again. Oh, no, I take that back. It was a keeper. It looked like Kripe.
Brady Kripe with the quarterback keeper.
That play, Mike, they took Hunter DeHaven and Ryan Bullard, and they put them basically on the sidelines. They were that far spread out. It's too far for our camera to even come close to seeing, but they had a bunch up the middle, 2 wide receivers well out of the range of anywhere near a play. And
they wanted to go 9-on-9.
They wanted to go 9-on-9 in the box, and they did. This time they're sending a couple receivers out to the left in that Twins format they like doing. It's Conrad again. He's got the ball stopped at the 1 yard. A little off tackle to the right. Looked like he had a chance to punch it in there.
Yeah, he did. I think he might have slipped on the. He planted his foot and cut really hard, and I think his foot just gave out under him, or else he would have. I think he would have made that touchdown, like you said. So that brings up a third. They're saying about 2.
Yeah, that and Austin Rinker was meeting him there. So a long 1 or maybe a short 2, nonetheless. Conrad's a keeper again, and Leo bunched him up. That was Kripe on the keeper. So they're doing a lot of play action quarterback keep type of things, trying to keep Leo guessing and pick up those couple of yards here. So this is why they onsided it, to get it down inside the 5-yard line, Mike. 4th and 2, 7:50 to go here in the third quarter action. Sectional 20. Leo taking on the Logansport Berries.
Now, the Lions number 1s who are watching the game intently there from the sideline. They want these guys to keep them out of the end zone.
It's a pitch out wide. He's trying to make him to the sideline, and he got it for the touchdown. So a nice play there. It looked like Ryan Bullard.
With the touchdown run.
They ran him out of the slot just behind the backfield. Gave him a quick pitch and let him run to the corner, and he did.
So Logansport gets the goose egg off of the scoreboard here in the sectional game. Gives them 6 points, and they bring on their place kicker for the point after.
And that's the man who successfully hit the onside kick, Cody Hopper. Oh.
And that's blocked.
The point after touchdown.
That was shanked.
Hopper is blocked.
I'm pretty sure that actually just shanked off his own guy. Nonetheless, a 6-point effort on the opening half onside kick that was successful by the Logansport Berries. 7 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the third quarter.
While we have some time here, I wouldn't mind reading some of the menu items from Marco's Pizza, one of our big sponsors here.
Because, they're in downtown Leo. They serve not only pizza, but wings, bread, subs, and many other delicious items like you're going to talk about.
Chicken wings, order of 10 chicken wings served classic buffalo style or with tangy barbecue sauce. They serve cheesy bread, fresh baked bread strips with 3 kinds of cheese and garlic butter topped with Parmesan and Roma seasoning, served with a side of pizza sauce and ranch dipping sauce. You can also, Steve, get their Cinna Squares, fresh baked and buttery topped with cinnamon sugar, complete with a side of vanilla icing. Or their new chicken bacon ranch salad, tender all-white meat chicken bacon, crisp lettuce, black olives, fresh sliced Roma tomatoes, and cheddar cheese, served with ranch dressing.
My mouth is watering. Excuse me, I need to take a break. I'm back in 5. I could seriously go back to the press box and grab another slice of Marcos. It's truly 20 feet away.
20 feet away. It's still up there. Probably
another
still warm.
onside.
By Hopper as well. He got some air under the ball.
Kick. Yeah, it went the required distance.
Gave the coverage team time to make a hit on Rinker. He just was able to secure the ball.
Yep. So Leo's going to come out. This is a pitch out to Bonner, looking to get the outside, and he does. Trying to cut it up. He's got 4 men to beat. Sorry. It's not exactly what you usually say all the time. I find myself laughing at myself. So, nonetheless, 4 yards for that. That's 14, 19, 21 yards.
So another 21 yards.
So that's his third 21-yard run of the night.
So that would give
Trent Bonner.
him 175 on the evening, if I'm doing my math correctly.
Carried the 2. Yes.
So 175 so far. If we give it to Bonner here and he scores, he will go over 200 for the evening.
Leo on the 33-yard line. Max Minnick is going to give it to Bonner. Cuts it up the middle. And a strip by Logansport, picked up by Jahan Allen. He is rumbling, stumbling, fumbling. Get off me. He is going to go. Holy cannoli. He just scored a touchdown.
Holy smokes. Trenton Bonner stripped of the ball.
Jahan Allen.
I'm sorry. Quick on his feet. Picked up the ball. Looked like the William Refrigerator Perry.
That might have been the only person that could have brought down Jahan on that one.
Was the refrigerator.
Was the fridge himself. So a phenomenal play.
I believe all 11 Logansport defenders there had a hand on Allen at one time, and he dragged the entire team.
Yeah.
20 yards for the touchdown.
In the stat book, Jahan Allen for 33 yards, even though he picked it up at about the 20 and was able to go yard.
Wow.
I tell you what, this game is going to be fun to rewatch. Not only because that, but because of the Lambright touchdown earlier there when he dished out the punishment there to Babcock. But nonetheless, a phenomenal game so far.
Well, now you know Coach Souder's Coach Souder's already shaking his head. He already can see Jahan Allen coming up to him first thing Monday morning saying, "Coach, feed me the ball."
Yeah,
he's going to say, "You know what? I don't even want the fullback position. I want to be running back, and I'm going to want some carries here in the next game." Yeah, Coach Souder.
As you see him coming off the sidelines, getting an ovation from the fans, and Bonner's right there saying, "Hey, I appreciate you picking that up. It doesn't make me look like such a schmuck, but for losing the ball, but nonetheless, a phenomenal effort." And a touchdown nonetheless for Leo. So
and
42-0 here in the.
I believe, Steve, I saw a spin move or two there as again more Logansport tacklers had a hold of him, and I think I saw a spin move.
I wouldn't doubt it.
A little shake and bake, and he threw some defenders off of him, and he was able to carry it to the end zone.
Wow. I'm pretty sure if I recall, I yelled "Holy cannoli." I don't think I've ever said that. Nonetheless. Here's a short kick. And Mr. Babcock again. Forward progress out there to the 23, roughly. Brought down by A.J. Restivo. Feeling a couple of drops of precip here.
Yeah, I felt a couple drops myself, and we do not have a tent this evening, folks. So
we're ill-prepared. We might just shut down the broadcast early and go.
We're going to hope that I'm going to pull up a radar as we speak and see what we have coming, because we do not have the equipment protected, not thinking that we were going to get any precipitation this early. Curtis Smith's to blame there.
Thanks, Curtis.
There's a fumble.
Ball came out, and it looks like Logansport was the only ones that saw it. Second down.
Brady Kripe was hitting the backfield.
So, yeah, Kripe, as you just heard KJ likely announce, hitting the backfield.
And
fumble the ball, and then Leo was able to recover. Logansport was able to recover.
Some spotty showers here, so it looks like we may avoid the heavier stuff, but there is some precipitation out there to the south and west that's coming this way.
Well, if we can get through 18 minutes and 6 seconds, then I'm okay with that.
That would be good.
So, yeah, Bonner up the middle from the 33, got stripped from behind about the 21, 22-yard line. Jahan Allen had a look what I found moment, and he took about 7 to 8 men with him into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I seriously don't know what was more impressive, the pickup by Jahan and the carry, or the holy cannoli call by Steve Roberts, because When you think of big runs and you think of big plays in football, you don't often think of holy cannoli.
Yeah, obviously I'm still hungry. I need another slice of Marco's. And maybe they'll start serving cannolis at some point.
If anyone at Marco's is listening, I'm guessing that's already in the works.
That's one for the suggestion box.
Uh-oh.
And a interception there by Gunnar Brown, his second of the game. He's looking to go yard.
That's trouble.
Out to the outside, one man to beat. That's a pick six. A nice play by Gunnar Brown. Picking off Brady Kripe.
And Kripe took a shot to the back, and he was really slow getting up. He did not see that rush coming at all, and he delivered the ball and then really got driven hard into the turf.
Ty Castillon came in unblocked, total blindside, and you said, if you think back to what you said, you said, uh-oh, and then he threw the ball.
I could see it coming.
The remnants of that was a painful play.
Kripe looks to be okay. He's kneeling down on the other side of the field, but he did take a hard shot.
Indeed. So BVG.
And it squeaks over.
Just able to get it in.
So someone got their hand on that for Logansport. That was a low kick.
That was spinning like a UFO sideways. Like not end over end, it was sideways.
And
it somehow floated over.
Over the goalpost. So
I will add a point to the Subway scoreboard. Also brought to you by the University of St. Francis.
That makes it 49-6. Leo's lead with 5:04 to go here in the third quarter. So the Lions having their way here with Logansport, even after Logansport's score there early in the third after their onside kick. Leo's had a couple of quick scores since.
Yep. So waiting for the the Berries to regroup, take the field for the kickoff from BVG. University of St. Francis, again, is one of the sponsors here on Allen County Voice. Known for the quality academic options and dedicated professors, you'll discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals and your needs. See for yourself what USF has to offer. Visit online at sf.edu. That's sf.edu. So BVG, Ben Von Gunten, going to kick it deep. Got the wind in his face. He lays into one. That's knocked down by the wind at the 10, taken again by Babcock. He makes a cut up the middle. He's got some room to the outside. And he got a guy to beat. Here it's a foot race. Going to look for a block. And it almost blocked in the back, but it wasn't. And this is Babcock. Oh, and he's really hit hard. A huge run for Babcock. And he was hit hard. Didn't see what was going on.
And the Lion that made the hit's the one that's slow to get up. I can't get a number there.
I think that might have been Rinker. I can't tell. I'm not sure if he's looking for his mouthpiece or looking for what city he's in. Because he came absolutely untouched, hit him on his
And I don't think Babcock saw him. I don't think he saw him at all. He made the cut back to the center of the field.
Yeah, he had a guy. He had the kicker. He had BVG number 6, who
forced him back in.
Yeah, who caught up with him. The defender or the blocker for Logansport did a good job of not blocking in the back, and he hopped over his own blocker
and that forced back to the right. Yep.
Yeah,
and then he just got ear-holed there.
It was just out of nowhere. Yeah.
Again, we don't have a certain number, but the guy that made the hit is down for the Lions there. So we'll see.
And you could tell it was just okay. I'm getting a number from it was Jacob Milady, number 1.
So it was Jacob Milady,
gentleman down here in front. Appreciate that, sir.
He is now hired as our spotter.
Yeah, official spotter for Allen County Voice.
So the trainer and coaches are still out there.
Yeah,
attending to Jacob Milady. Great return there by Babcock for Logansport.
And a nice job of getting the blocking set up early, right around the 22 to 24 yard line. Logansport was able to set up a little bit of wall, and Babcock got the edge. And again, you saw the result of that was a brutal hit there by Milady, a fine hit. It was obviously legal.
Nothing illegal about it at all. Just a good hit.
Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, and that time
he didn't lead. He didn't lead with his head. He didn't make head-to-head contact. The rest were right there. They would have made that call.
Sure.
So it was just a good hit.
I mean, he
was sitting up.
I was just going to say that, Mike. Yeah, he was sitting up. And now sitting up again, it looks like. So you see the Leo Lion players all taking a knee, and over there on the Logansport sideline doing the same thing. So good show of class and sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's something a lot of teams do now. Even in soccer matches recently, I've noticed that when a player goes down, everybody on both sides goes down to one knee. And I really like that. It's a good show of sportsmanship, and it just shows that you're concerned about the player.
Sure. So you don't like seeing any of this here, folks.
And as soon as Jacob Lady hops up, folks, and if he is able to come off the field underway, we'll put the camera on him. But just don't like to put a camera on a player that's down, especially when they're attending to him, just out of respect for the player and the player's family. Coach. But he did set up a little bit ago, so again, we're hoping it's not a neck injury or anything, and I don't think that it is. I think maybe he got his bell rung. And they're just making sure that he's okay before they do bring him to his feet.
Yeah, and I was just as blind to that hit as
it just happened so quick. Was. Yeah, it happened so quick. He just cut into the middle of the field and just went. The lady hit him, and he went down quickly. And
yeah, and
again, that's kind of one of the far spots from our vantage point. So we just didn't have a real good view of it.
Sure,
but anymore today, Steve, they're going to be very, very careful. And I'm sure you can tell that they're communicating with him.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't want to stand them up too soon, and they're going to probably go through all of the concussion protocol, even if that's not even what the case is. After a hard hit like that, they're going to go through the protocol, and they're going to make sure that he's responsive and coherent before he gets up.
I mean, just by process of elimination, You do lean towards a head injury of some sort. If he were hurting his shoulder or his leg or arm, he'd be writhing in pain, grabbing one of those. Right. This isn't one of those scenarios. So.
No, and when both times he sat up, it just looked like he was trying to clear a cobweb. So
sure.
But we don't want to speculate, and again, it's just one of those deals where a hard hit, and I think they're now bringing Jacob to his feet. So. And he is under his own power, which is very, very good to see.
Yep.
But they're just taking their time with him, and so that.
Yeah, there's no hurry. I'll clap for that one.
No.
Get the guy back up on his feet.
And that is indicative of a head injury when they really take their time and a guy stands up like that.
Sure.
You just want to. It looks like they're just going to take him right into the dressing room and probably further go through the concussion protocol and take a little bit better look at him.
And the Lions have a great staff, trainers, Kylie Canablo and Dr. Matt Heller as well. So he'll definitely be getting the best care possible as we pick up the action. So nonetheless, a pretty phenomenal run by Babcock on the kickoff after the pick six from Gunnar Brown for Leo. 49-6 here in the third quarter. 4:49 left. And that is first and goal. It's going to be Jacob Conrad again.
So Jacob Conrad takes the ball off the left side, just right off tackle there, and it's going to bring up a second down and 1 to go on the 1 yard line. So Logansport looking to knock on the door for the second touchdown of the evening. The 6 points because they did have their extra point blocked.
And that's Babcock, and he's in.
Jacob Conrad with a 1 yard.
Not Babcock. I talk about Babcock doing everything. No, it was not. It was Mr. Jacob Conrad. Apologies, Conrads. And Logansport Berries. So
Conrad takes the ball in on the left-hand side. That's going to give Logansport 12 points in there. Looks like maybe they're going to go for 2 here. Yes, they are.
Yeah, with the unsuccessful PAT last time. Why not?
And that looks like it's going to be a false start
Why
on
not
Logansport. So that's going to move him back 5. Now we'll see if that brings the kicker in or not.
Illegal procedure penalty
If you can punch it in from 1.5 or 2, why not punch it in from 6.5 or 7?
against Logansport.
Looks like there's the field, so they will continue the 2-point try. This time from about the
About the 8.
about the 8-yard line.
The scoreboard's been wrong before, but you never know. There's a deep ball in the corner, overthrown, intended for number 33, Justin Strock.
2-point conversion fails as Kripe's pass is incomplete.
So that's going to keep the score at 49-12 with 44:36 to go here in the third quarter.
And Mike Walker and Steve Roberts, Voice Enterprises on AllenCountyVoice.com. Be back right after this. Or not. Wrong click. I had my mouse in the wrong spot. Okay, here we go.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can happen and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best.
Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop in the office on Pony Express Run inside the Mercantile Office Park, directly across from Higher Grounds Coffee House, and see Ray Gage or Arnie Myers.
Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of East Allen County High School athletics.
And we're back, picking up the action here on the on the kickoff after the touchdown. So the Lions had a pick 6 from Gunnar Brown, a huge return of close to 90 yards there by Babcock, and that is going to be an offsides on the onside attempt from the Berries of Logansport.
Somebody got a little eager there and crossed the line before the ball was kicked, so that is going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to move them back 5, but I'm going to assume they will attempt the onside again. They were successful once out of 2 of their tries, so it looks like they're going for the 3rd attempt here, which, again, I like it. They're not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, they put up 2 touchdowns in this quarter, and were scoreless in the first 2, so if it ain't broke.
Again, Leo's got their hands team in on that right side to try to field this onside attempt.
This is Cody Hopper. He's 1 for 2. Rinker came up with the one last time, and he tried to pooch it opposite side, catch Leo off guard. A fumble after the catch. It was bobbled.
Leo did come up with it that time.
And that time it was retained by
Number
Jack
8.
Kirsten.
Jack Kirsten comes up with the onside kick.
Jack Kirsten fielded the
Kicker
To the 49. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. So Restivo.
Number 28 on this time.
A.J. Restivo.
I said true freshman. Freshman.
He truly is a freshman.
He truly is a freshman.
Last year he was, in fact, in 8th grade,
grader.
folks. That makes him a true freshman.
True freshman here on the high school / college level.
But, yeah, a big kid in his own right, and, you know, freshmen get bigger as sophomores, get bigger as juniors, and the whole bit. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops as a player and, of course, as a human. Kirsten off the left side. A big chunky run there, number 8. I like it.
Kirsten with first down yardage.
Got about 10 yards on the play.
Logansport 40.
Down to the 40-yard line. So
13, Ryan
Kirsten
Fuller.
did a good job there of finding some daylight and taking a couple of berries with him.
Yeah, he took the handoff and kicked left, and then defender got right in his face, and he was able to juke him left again and got to the edge a little bit. Nice gain, first down.
So Restivo, under center, 5'11", 195, hands the ball up the gut.
Berkeley Yoder the ball.
It's Berkeley Yoder, so another sophomore getting some action here, trying to prove himself. And, you know, the Lions have been fortunate this season, Mike, to have some junky second halves. And, of course, I mean junk time, meaning a 30-some-odd point, usually 30 to 40-point lead or what have you. to where you can afford to put your second stringer in there, or your second string team, and find out who's going to make a name for himself, cut their teeth.
And these guys aren't just killing 2 minutes, 1 minute or so to go in a game. They're, in a lot of cases, they're killing a quarter and a half to almost 2 quarters.
Sure. Kirsten looking for something outside. Good job of stringing it out. Takes it into his own man and is able to get nearly
Kirsten carried
the first down. That's a gain of about 5. So
Well,
Logan Burr was blocking him on the outside, and Kirsten was stringing it out and looking to cut north and south, and the only way to go is right through his own man. And, hey, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah, and it was okay. It worked out a little bit. They both fell forward just about a yard short of the first down, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 on the Logansport 31 with 2:07 to go here in the third. The Lions leading in their opening sectional game 49-12 over the Logansport Berries.
Restivo under center. It's going to be a quarterback keep, and he's gone.
But there is a flag on the play, and that might be an offsides.
I think the Lions got a little antsy on that one.
So maybe a false start there.
Yeah, ref saying, hey, give me the ball.
Yeah, they're bringing that back, and it is.
False start.
False start, so that's going to bring
On
him back.
the Lions.
So that was a nice play drawn up there by the Lions. Restivo with the keeper, again, untouched.
Indeed.
But somebody on the line moved before the ball was snapped, and that's going to bring him back. So that brings up a 3rd and 6 now. I might try that play again. It was blocked really well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, if Logansport even knows it's coming. They may not be able to stop that.
No, Restivo under center. This time a single back formation. It's Kirsten again.
Nothing doing on that play.
Yeah, brought down back at the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. Maybe you bring in BVG for a field goal.
Probably not with the wind at his face.
Yeah.
We do have probably a 6 or 7, maybe 8 mile per hour wind coming out of the east. So
yeah,
I don't think they're going to go for it on 4th down here.
It was nearly this long of a field goal last game. We called, Mike, about a 50.5. We'll call it a 51-yard attempt, and it was a similar wind, and he had every bit of the leg on it, except for the wind did knock it down, and it wound up about 4 or 5 yards short. So pitch out to the left of Kirsten, trying to get up north and south, able to get to just the line of scrimmage.
Kirsten is stopped short of the first down.
So 59 seconds left here in the third quarter, opening sectional round action.
The Logansport offense
from Leo
will take over 1st and 10.
So Logansport will take over on downs with the stop. One of the few stops on the night of the Lions. Kripe is still in for Logansport as their quarterback after that hard shot he took on the pick 6.
Here's the pitch to the outside. This is Bullard. He scored on this play last time. Gets to the edge, down to the 50-yard line. A pretty good-sized run there, about 14 yards on the play. Stopped, drug out of bounds right at midfield. So
1st and 10, Berries.
That's a play that Leo has had a difficult time with guarding the left edge, at least on the last drive as well. And you can see they kind of blew it on that one as well. He had one guy to beat on the outside, and then he would have had some secondary.
That was Blake for the Lions that made the tackle. Yep, another sophomore.
This is the exact same play on the opposite side, going to Gaby, number 17. So a couple of plays and 24 yards later, we have another first down for Logansport Berries. And yes, again, folks, you are seeing Felix the Cat as the Logansport mascot / logo. Do not adjust your tablet.
I wonder if they checked into copyright infringement there.
Right.
Because
there might be a whisker off or something. Up the gut, this is Jacob Conrad, and he is gone to the outside. He is in the touchdown. So a big run, 39 yards for Jacob Conrad and the Logansport Berries. That takes us down to 9.9 seconds left here in the third quarter. So obviously there was a good break in the action when the injury happened to Jacob Milady after he took some time to get reacquainted with the surroundings and whatnot. Came off the field on his own power, and we're still here in the third quarter, and it's nearly 9 o'clock. And the chip shot extra point is good. That one looked a lot better than the last time did by Cody Hopper on the opening touchdown that they were scored. It kind of kicked it right up the left side.
We'll just say it was not a good kick, and I think his teammate turned around and thanked him for that low kick.
And we would also like to thank T.W. Fable. Let's hear from him.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is located inside the clubhouse at Timber Ridge Golf Course at 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton. You can enjoy a fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Kitchen closes 1/2 hour prior to lounge. If you're looking for a great spot to have lunch, visit 250 Grill to enjoy some sandwiches, wraps, salads, and appetizers. T.W. Fable Restaurant, 2330 East, 250 North at Timber Ridge Golf Course. Reservations recommended by calling 260-353-1360.
Okay, thank you, T.W. Fable. So,
I assume
nearing the end of the third quarter.
I assume we're going to see another onside kick attempt here. This would be the fourth one in a row.
Yeah. Everything in the second half has been an onside. Leo won the toss initially, deferred to the second half, which was an onside kick that Logansport recovered and was able to take it down and put it in the end zone for 6. So here's Hopper. It's a pooch into no man's land, and that is going to stay inbounds. Bonner gets his teeth wet, sinks it into the football, looking for the outside, got to the outside. Making him miss. I can't even talk. Making him miss. Holy crap. That is amazing. This guy is fun to watch. That was, again, in no man's land. He pooched it. The kicker, who was that guy? Cody Hopper did a great job of pooching it right over the defenders. And I'm pretty sure that Bonner was down about the 3 to 4 yard line.
Yeah,
standing up. I can't really.
And the coverage team, Steve, was right down there, so he had to make a quick scoop, or it could have been recovered by Logansport.
And he basically went from the left sideline to the north sideline to the south sideline, and took it out to the 50-yard line. And he's always one guy, maybe 2 guys, from breaking it off. No matter where he's at in the field.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you who he reminds you of. And I don't know if we talked about this or if you brought the name up, but Darren Sproles. Who used to play for the New Orleans Saints. Now I believe he is playing for the Eagles.
He's a Philadelphia Eagle.
And Bonner's right now only being a sophomore, obviously not as big as Sproles. Sproles isn't tall by any means, but he is very stocky, very very stout. But he's just a scat back jitterbug kind of kid, and he just can turn on a dime at full speed, and that's tough to tackle.
Yeah. Exactly. If you can't see it, you can't usually tackle it. And that was Berkeley Yoder again up the gut. 5'10", 176, again from this sophomore class. And now we also have Dominic Blake. Looks like he's going to take over the fourth quarter duties on the offensive side at tailback as Jack, not Jake. Jack Kirsten got himself the third quarter.
Yeah, and what a luxury for the Lions to be able to give this many basically sophomore underclassmen running backs a chance to get some really good carries in a section.
I talked about it earlier. Now we have Berkeley Yoder in the conversation at fullback, and now we have Dominic Blake at tailback. He gets the call off the left side, and that's yards enough for the first down. 11 minutes and 8 seconds is going to hold for just a little bit while they move the chains, and they'll pick up the action on the ready to play by the ref. And we're counting them down from 11 minutes.
With the tackle.
Yeah, and even though, Coach Sauter doesn't like to run up the score, you got these number 2s and 3s in the game. They don't care. They're going to go for what they can get, and they're going to run hard and try to score. And so we'll see if the Lions are able to punch one in.
Yeah, that's the beauty of what Leo has been able to do in the second halves of games when you call it junk time. You get these guys in here on a nice fake naked boot. Max Minnick on the outside cuts it up. Max doing some work on the feet. All right. Nice run that time.
Max Minnick carries.
Can't tell where the spot is.
First down.
That was from the 39-yard line.
Tackled by 33, Justin Schrock.
Going to be at the 24. A good 15-yard pickup there.
And a real good fake there by Minnick. He faked the handoff to Blake and
play
kept,
action off the right there.
And kept the ball and able to bounce it out to the left, and a big gainer.
Beat the Berries. Just a cheer by the Leo Lions cheerleaders. And Blake trying to string it out to the outside, and he does. But
Dominic Blake
there was a bit grabby.
Looks like a hold possibly there. That's where that flag is coming in from.
Not made the stop, but there is a flag.
Yeah, and you mentioned the younger class of football that we're seeing on the Logansport Berries side of the ball, and now we have the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but we're matching up the backups, if you will, the second string, third string guys that are all underclassmen as well, and you see more. More flags.
More flags. Even though it's a more evenly now contested football game, you're going to get a little more penalties with the inexperience.
Right. So they wind the clock. 20 seconds on the play clock, 10:03 on the game clock. Fourth quarter action here from Leo, Indiana at the Jungle. Lions on top 49-19, currently over the Logansport Berries.
Brings up a first down and 21 for the Lions.
This is going to be Blake going up the middle for the hard yards. He's brought down.
Blake carried.
Gained about 5 on the play, going to spot it.
Making the stop was number 42.
About the 32-yard line, looks from here.
So that brings
up. So
up
if you're the Lions, you just want to see the running clock.
Yeah, that's all you want, and you don't want anybody else to get hurt, so that you come in healthy for your second round game against the winner of Marion and Fort Wayne Southside.
Taken care of tonight, as long as this 49-19 victory holds up. Don't want to call it before it's over officially.
That brings up
the next
third down and 16.
Yeah, the next game is Marion 0-9 and
Southside
1-8. So a pass on the outside intended for the Lion receiver. Hard to get a number on that.
The next pass incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Might have been Michael Kurtz on that. Couldn't really tell. But yeah, so in the top bracket you have 4 teams, the top half of the bracket rather, 4 teams in the bottom, of course.
They're going to go for a field goal here, Steve. I don't want to interrupt you, but a good live practice shot here for Ben Von Gunten.
Now I like him to make this. Pull back. Let's make sure we get this in the shot. BBG with the boot. That's going to be wide right. Had the leg, just a little bit wide right.
47-yard attempt.
Yeah.
Just a little bit right, but yeah, he did have the leg, a little bit of a wind at his back, and I like the call. I could hear the coaches on the third down place telling the first team point after team to get ready to go, and they did. They lined up, and that's a good call because that's a good live practice for a long kick if you need to make one when it counts.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't see him down there warming up into the net or anything, so. We'll say that was wide right with an unstretched, unwarmed up leg.
Yeah, and again, he had the leg, but just a little bit wide.
Yeah,
not a bad attempt.
And I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it until he weighs different than what the program says. Ben Von Gunten, 5'10", 147 pounds, and 140. That's his right leg. He's a huge right leg, able to boot the ball all over the field. So.
31, James Aho, the ball carrier.
I have no clue. We have one of the fans down here on the Leo sideline asking us for a Southside Marion update, and I have no clue. She says, well, you guys got the headsets on. You should be in the know.
Someone should be. Okay, look, I'm going to call down to the production truck, and you guys need to to get some scores. We have some unruly fans, and we're afraid for our safety here if we do not come up with the Southside Marion score. We could make one up, or we could get one from the truck.
Yeah, so a combined 10 wins in the top bracket. 8 of those are from Leo, and there's 3 other teams, so you do the math. We see a pitch.
Whoa.
Oh, over the head. of Bullard that time. And he's brought down by a couple of Lions who were, their eyes got real big there when Ryan Bullard had that pitch go over his head.
I think the wind grabbed that pitch there, Steve, and it really gusted and flared that ball up into the air.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the quarterback's fault.
I saw the gust, in fact.
It really carried that ball some distance over the running back's head. Leo unable to pounce on that, so Logansport recovers. Brings up a 2nd and 20.
Which is kind of odd because historically Lions are very good at pouncing.
Yeah, they are. Genuinely.
It's in their nature. Big sack that time. Number 56. None other than, I don't have the number.
Brought down in the backfield.
And that was Kripe again taking another shot, getting up a little bit slowly.
He's able to make a guy miss.
Number 56.
And it doesn't look like KJ has the name either. He just said by number 56.
So that brings up a 3rd and 25 now. The ball on Logansport's 15 with 6:20 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Brendan Young.
I look like Brendan Young. He's airing it out, and the wind took that one down. And it is intercepted. A nice play there. He did throw into triple coverage, but Justin Schrock, number 33, was unfortunately not able to come down with it for the Logansport Berries. And Leo's going to take over 6 minutes, 9 seconds, and you got to think this is just when they want to chew that clock down. And,
so Leo takes over after the interception.
40-yard line, so they can get 3 first downs, and if they do just that, that should take us to the end of this ball game with 6 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the 3rd +1 4th quarter. Minnick on the pitch outside. This is Kirsten again. Kirsten to the edge. He's looking for some room.
Kirsten.
Another good run. They've been doing a really good job getting Kirsten to be able to find the edge, and he's been able to do it and cut it up north and south. So a solid run, and the clock is going to keep tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, not a lot of room, even with these number 2s in up the middle against Logansport, but anytime Leo's gotten the edge here, even late in the game, they've been able to pick up some pretty big yards. So 2nd down and 2 to go with the ball on Logansport's 32, 5:37 to go.
Excuse me. So we have a couple of different receivers, Reese Decker and Palmer Stapler. And it's a keeper. It looks like Yoder. Hard to tell.
Berkeley Yoder with
It was
first
Berkeley
down.
Yoder, enough for the first down. So they're going to pause the clock briefly at
By
5:20.
number 17, Tate Gaby.
And it picks up again, so we're at 5:15 and counting here in the 4th quarter. And you're likely going to see the Leo Lions taking their time on each play to chew down the play clock, which subsequently chews down the game clock. So, I formation, Max Minnick. The Lions is handed off to Kirsten on the left side. And he's brought down by Jacob
Jack Kirsten carries.
Conrad. Thought Jacob was his last name for a second. Sorry about that.
Conrad the tackler.
Conrad
second
family,
down.
if anyone in Logansport is listening, which I highly doubt.
Gain of about 4 yards brings up a 2nd and 6 from the Logansport 20 with 4:35 to go here in the longest 4th quarter in the history of football.
The longest second half in the history of
That's true.
football. High school, that is. Now just think if they went to overtime or something. Kirsten up the gut. Got room. Juking and jiving. 1 man, and he's in for the touchdown.
Kirsten
A
with
20-yard scamper for Kirsten.
That's going to put Leo over the half-century mark here for the score.
Very good run. That was a phenomenal effort there by Jack Kirsten. So,
He did break some tackles there. That was nice.
like I said, hey, nobody said Trenton Bonner's guaranteed to get the starting job. I'm pretty sure that guy's going to make a run at it.
Well, what you
No
like,
pun intended.
but what you like though about that, Steve, is that next year coming into camp the Leo football camp here, you're going to have a lot of competition at running back, and that's usually breeds success because you got guys fighting for every yard, even in practice, and it's just going to make them that much better when it comes to the real games.
Absolutely. So that touchdown brought to you by Jack Kirsten is also brought to you by Indiana Physical Therapy with their highly trained professionals. They treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com. That's INDIANAPT.com. Also want to take a brief moment to thank the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne with a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and child care. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. Visit fwymca.org. That's fwymca.org. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left after the 20-yard scamper from Kirsten.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
The extra point by BVG.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Steve, and say this is not going to be a short kick. That's going to be a long, nope, kind of a squib kick.
It was a squib with some muscle behind it, though. Picked up. That time, I'm guessing, and sure enough, it was Mr. Babcock, number 14, Jamie Babcock.
Run down Babcock.
So 4-11.
First down, Logansport.
Marco's does produce also, Steve, some fresh baked subs. They have the Italian sub that has salami, ham, cheese, onions, tomatoes, banana peppers, and Italian dressing. They also serve up a steak and cheese sub with steak, cheese, mushrooms, and mayonnaise. A ham and cheese sub, Steve, with extra ham, cheese, and mayo.
Extra?
And the chicken.
Is there such thing?
Well, the chicken club sub.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken breast strips, cheese, tomatoes, bacon,
mayo,
and mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Steve, for you, they do also whip up the veggie sub.
Yeah, because I'm clearly just a vegan.
On there are some mushrooms, green peppers, onions, black olives, cheddar cheese, tomatoes, and they top that off with Italian dressing. So I know you're going to run over here after the game and try that veggie sub.
Sure.
And let me know how that tastes, because I have not had one of those. And I probably...
And that was Marco's, huh?
That was Marco's.
I had no clue.
The menu is endless.
Of course, every time I go there, it's just pizza, pizza, pizza.
Well, now you have another thing to try.
That's true. And maybe we should talk to the powers that be who provide the Marcos here to maybe request some...
maybe some variances on the pizza.
Yeah,
maybe like some subs.
Maybe like a bean sprout sub for you. Or something.
Well, I do need to watch my calorie intake, as you can tell.
Sure.
I go 6'5", 180.
Yeah, I'm not the guy who's 6'2", 240. That's cool. Pitch to the outside. That's number 17. Tate Gaby doing a good job getting to the outside. Pretty big first down run there.
Tate Gaby with the first down.
Brought down by Troy Keller, looks like. Another sophomore.
Hit by number 43, Troy Keller.
4:03 after the first down. They stop the clock. Now they're going to run it.
Leo with a 56-19 lead over the Logansport Berries in the opening round in sectional 20.
And Logansport trying to put up a little bit more points here before they call it a season. That's Conrad again up the middle. Nothing going there. They've been real successful with Conrad, except for those short little up the gut runs. You know, he's been doing a lot better running off tackle left, off tackle right, off guard left, off guard right. But they try to go the A gap, which is between the center and the guard on either side. It's been getting stacked up quite a bit.
Not much daylight through those gaps,
especially at night. And it's fumbled that time. Nobody definitively has it. Leo saying they got it.
Referee is on the stack.
Yeah, the ball came out towards us, and I'm not sure anybody even has it right now. So that's going to be a scrum. That's going to be
Leo's
a fight.
ball.
And
referee shows touchdown.
Yeah, referee holds up two fingers and says third down. Let's get out of here. Run the clock. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left and counting.
So Logansport is going to maintain possession. The clock continues to tick.
So in the interest of keeping things going, the referee does run the game clock and has yet to start the play clock. And now he does. So this is going to take us down inside the 220 mark. Close to the 220 mark, that is. Edge that pitch again. This is Bullard on the outside.
Ryan Bullard with the first down.
A big stick that time. Couldn't tell who it was. Again, too far away. You can't see who it is.
Again, in the waning seconds of this game, Steve, we would definitely like to wish good luck to the Lady Lions soccer team who plays tomorrow in a semi-state matchup against Penn. That is at St. Joe High School. I believe that game starts at noon.
Isn't that an Ivy League college?
No, Penn High School, and they probably play soccer like an Ivy League college. They are. I know. I talked to Coach Jenkins, and they are very good.
Well, and obviously our Leo Lions
are very good as well.
Very good as well.
You don't get to semi-state by accident, and we also would like to wish luck to Eli Steiner, who will be playing in the finals in the singles state tournament division there down in Indianapolis. I believe his first match tomorrow. He won today. And his first match tomorrow is at 10 o'clock. And then again, good luck to Will Emery and Lindsay Marriott, who both compete in the cross-country semi-state.
Gee.
And they run at the Plex at IPFW there. I'm not sure what the start time is there. The girls' race is usually first, probably 11 o'clock start for semi-state. Boys, probably noon.
So after the offside penalty, it is a keeper that time for Elijah Crow.
Elijah Crow, number 18 on the quarterback keeper.
Not a lot going. And
Tackle by
Crow
Dominic
moves from a
Blake.
wideout to a quarterback. Looks like this last drive, the Logansport Berries are going to give their backups a little action.
And also, Steve, want to mention and say congratulations to the Lady Lions golf team who participated in the state golf tournament here a couple of weeks ago.
Indeed.
Finished 13th out of 19 teams.
Our buddy, Coach Paul Newberg, who often makes appearances and calls the games with us on The Voice,
is the
head
girls' head coach there.
of the golf team.
So congratulations to him as well. I know he's looking forward to the boys' season here, golf season that comes up in the spring. He's got a pretty loaded team.
Yeah.
So good luck to him here.
And hey, if we're cranking out PGA Tour pros that can take the place of Tiger Woods and play with Matt Kuchar in a America's Cup,
yeah,
hey,
it's crazy. And
let's
and
get
then
some golf going.
good luck to if we don't mention them next week the Roar of the Lions band, who will participate in semi-state as well.
Yeah, Mike Walker, full of the stats for Leo.
I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
Good job.
Crow thrown for a loss.
Oh boy, Jared Loudon.
Loudon and Miasga combined to bring him down.
Loudon got the sack. 21 seconds left, and that is pretty much going to do it for the opening round of sectional action here from the Leo Lions field, a.k.a. the Jungle in Leo, Indiana. 10 seconds left, and it doesn't look like they're going to line up for another one.
So that'll do it.
That will do it. That'll be the final. I'm going to mark this as a final. Get a couple stats, possibly from the stat guru. 56-19 in favor of Leo. We don't know as of right now who the next opponent will be for Leo. I am pretty sure it's going to be a home game based on where the bracket is. So we'll take on the winner of the Southside Archers and the Marion Giants, who are also playing as we speak right now. And a great game nonetheless. So let's just bring it home and put a bow tie on this thing. The Fort Wayne the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne player of the game,
Trenton Bonner,
is going to be Trenton Bonner.
I think he had 762 yards on the evening.
Exactly.
We don't have the exact stats, so
that's unofficial.
That's unofficial.
No,
we'll check on that.
I do know he had 150 something yards. Oh, and it looks like we have another fan. Appreciate that. Southside is ahead, 25-14 over the Marion Giants currently. So it might be the Archers that are coming to town. Yeah, that's in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you would think that game's close because this game ran long. So
sure.
You would think that game's close to being over, if not final.
Over, yeah. So
probably the Southside Archers coming into Leo next week.
Nonetheless, a phenomenal game on all sides of the ball, and a great pick six by Gunnar Brown, a nice touchdown by Lambright, absolutely running over the defender that was in front of him, Jamie Babcock, and obviously the play of the game was a 33-yard fumble recovery by Jahan Allen, and I swear I'm going to have to take a look on the replay after I get done here and we post this to YouTube and see how many guys he went through and took with him. But Jahan Allen picked up the fumble that was taken at the 33-yard line. Bonner ran it off to the right side. Unfortunately was able to have the ball stripped from him. Jahan Allen had a look what I found, picked it up and took it to the house and took 6 to 7 other berries with him to the house.
And I think with, again, a spin move somewhere in that mix.
He was rumbling, stumbling, fumbling. So everything but fumbling, but he was definitely tumbling. Nonetheless, for Mike Walker, this is Steve Roberts. Good evening, folks, from the jungle, where Leo is the victors here in the opening round of sectional 20 action, 56-19 over the Logansport Berries. We'll likely have the call for you next week, likely against the Southside Archers, but we'll have to find out. So only time will tell.
Have a good evening, folks.
Thanks.